So now we're going to put it all together. We built our gun profile in GeoBallistics. That gave us some ballistic information that we're going to go ahead and apply on the range today. I'm going to attempt to shoot the 500-yard target right now and then transition over and shoot a 700-yard target. So some of the things that we want to think about is actually coming up with a mental checklist for ourselves. There's a lot of steps that we need to cover before we go ahead and engage that target. And it's very easy for us to forget one of those steps. And if we forget one, there's a good chance that we're going to miss our target completely or send that round somewhere where we didn't want it to go. So we'll just talk through that right now. I have my ballistic software right here. I'm going to go ahead and put my gun in the condition that I want it. I'll have a fully loaded magazine in the rifle. I like to keep my bolt back and gun on safe until my sights are on target and I'm ready to shoot. And then I go ahead and chamber around and get ready to shoot. So I have that. The next step is I'm going to shoot the 500-yard target. I want to refer to my ballistic software, and for 500 I need to be at 2.3 mils up. So I'm going to dial up 2.3 mils, and then after that I'll acquire that target in my sights, and from there I'm going to go ahead and make the parallax adjustment. And remember, we're going off the clarity of the target. I want that target to be crisp and clear in my field of view, and then after that the parallax is set, and then I can attempt my shot on target. A couple of the last things I do before shooting is I check my bubble level. I have a bubble level on my gun here. I make sure that my gun itself is actually level with the earth, just to allow for better setup on target and a better shot on target. And then also I just check out downrange effects, and if I need to make a wind call, I go ahead and determine that and hold for wind as I need to. So we'll see what this looks like as I apply it. Center. Center. Now I'm going to go ahead and transition targets from the 500 over to the 700. Recreational shooting, I just like to keep my bolt back for safety reasons. I'm going to go ahead and find the spot on the range where my target is at visually, just looking over my rifle and my optic. So I see where that's at. And then I orient my rifle accordingly. And then as I get down under the gun and into the optic, I watch that area where my target is at disappear over my elevation turret. If I do this, I should see that target pop up into my field of view, and then I'm set up in a much more better alignment to see that target and take a shot on target. Another method is to back that magnification ring down a little bit. That gives me a wider field of view. Then I can pick out where that target's at, and then if I need to, I can zoom in that magnification as necessary for the next shot. So I watch that area disappear behind the elevation turret. Target appears in my field of view. I can magnify my optic to the point where I feel like I need to. And then we're going through that same checklist. I'll dial my elevation for the target I'm about to shoot. Adjust parallax. And then the final two steps after I load my rifle will be to check my bubble level and make a wind call. Center. Center. So after we're done shooting, we got pretty good impacts at 500 and 700 yards. We want to make sure we reset the gun in a condition that is favorable for us the next time we need to do this. So it's always good practice to back that magnification ring off to the lowest magnification. That'll help me next time. If I am searching for targets, I can find them quicker. I like to take the parallax adjustment and just leave it at 100 yards, just for good measure. And then the elevation is the important one. This is the one we tend to forget a lot. Just back that back down to 0, hit that 0 stop, and then find 0. And that's where my gun is zeroed at 100. That ensures I don't go to the range next time and I'm dialed for 710 yards and I'm trying to shoot a target that's maybe at a different distance, and obviously I'm sending that round somewhere where I don't want it to go. So this is what it looks like when we're putting it all together. Obviously there's other things that we need to think about. Just think about coming up with a mental checklist for yourself so that we don't forget any of these critical steps in the process of engaging targets at distance.